Hello, this is Alexander Cross, Criminal Defense here in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you'd like to learn more about criminal defense here, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross and Associates. So we received an interesting inquiry here on our YouTube channel. This has to do with somebody who accidentally sent sexual video to a minor. Child pornography, Pittsburgh. Accused of child pornography, Pittsburgh. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor, Pittsburgh. Criminal attorney, Pittsburgh. Let's see. The police arrived at my house looking for me for some videos I sent to a friend that was 16 years old. It was accidental. I never wanted to send them to her. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's say you had a bunch of videos, 3-4 videos, and you were going to send them to your buddy, and for some reason you sent them to your 16-year-old friend that's female or male, doesn't really matter. The minute you sent those videos, the minute you realized it, there should have been some follow-up text messages saying, oh crap, I didn't mean to send that to you. Dude, that wasn't for you, that was for John. I screwed up. Sorry. Look, something like that happens. You need to apologize for that. You need to send text messages immediately. You need to send emails immediately in writing, ideally. Call as well. The reason is because if you get accused of something like this, you want to be able to say, oh, no, I totally screwed this up. I didn't have this specific intent to do this. Look at the text messages I sent afterwards. And the police would see that and be like, okay, well, we're not going to file this crap. And that's it. The problem, though, if you have no evidence of that, and you just say to the police, oh, I didn't mean to, well, I mean, they're not going to take your word for it. And if you did mean it, I mean, hell, that's a violation of Penal Code Section 288.3. Showing sexually explicit material to a minor. It's a felony that carries up to 3 years prison, plus having to register as a sex offender for life under Penal Code Section 290. So this is a pretty serious offense, especially the sex registration aspect of it. So really, I mean, this is going to be a situation where if you don't have any text messages, you might have a phone call. You might be able to submit phone records showing, look, listen, the phone call was probably not recorded, but phone records saying, hey, look, I called her immediately afterwards to apologize. If you notice, I sent those at this time and I called at this time. That's something that would help dramatically. It would definitely be enough to put reasonable doubt. Remember, the DA has to convince a jury beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty of the offense. And if you have a phone call, or at least an immediate phone call showing, oh shoot, you called the person immediately afterwards and you had this conversation, it's like, yeah, you called to apologize, etc., etc. Well, that's going to be enough to potentially have a jury think, oh yeah, maybe he didn't mean it. I mean, he called her, 5 minutes after he sent these videos. Of course, she might say, well, yeah, but he was talking to me about the videos. I was like, oh, great. Well, that's no good. That's when a situation like this, you definitely want to send an apology, email, or text immediately. You want to have some kind of a record that you did this, because otherwise, months later, you could be battling this in court, and you do not want to get convicted of a 288.3. It's going to be really, really, really necessary. It's going to be super necessary to discuss this with the DA very thoroughly. Hopefully the case can be dismissed, but if it doesn't, it's going to have to go to a jury trial where 12 people from the community are going to have to listen to all the evidence, and they're going to have to decide whether or not you're innocent or guilty, and that would basically be your only shot of avoiding a conviction and worse, the sex registration. Regardless, if you'd like to learn more about criminal defense here in the San Francisco Bay Area, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross and Associates. But if you've been accused of a crime and need representation in court, give us a call at 1-800-862-7677. Once again, 1-800-862-7677. On our next video, we're going to be discussing the case of somebody who had an old domestic violence and now has a DUI. Criminal attorney, Pittsburgh. Child pornography, Pittsburgh. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor, Pittsburgh.